welcome back to my channel LangLitEdu, and today I'm going to talk about a new lesson, that is George Bernard Shaw's play Pygmalion, and let's see the most important questions and the major themes of the play.
George Bernard Shaw, an Irish playwright, critic and political activist. Bernard Shaw was awarded Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 1925. He won an Oscar for the Best Screenplay in 1938 for the film version of his work, Pygmalion. The screenplay was later adapted into the theatrical musical My Fair Lady in 1956 and became a theatrical success. Which work of Bernard Shaw deals with his theory of life force? Back to Methuselah. Life force, a typical synthesis of impulse and reason. Pygmalion, the play published in the year 1912, tells the story of a young, poor, unpolished flower girl who speaks cockney dialect. She decides to learn language lessons from two linguists, Professor Higgins and Colonel Pickering, to improve her status in society and gains confidence in her own abilities. When and where was Pygmalion first performed? 1913 in Vienna. What is the subtitle of the play? A romance in 5 acts. Pygmalion derives its name from Ovid's Metamorphoses. The play is a reworking of the Greek myth of Pygmalion and Galatea. What message did Shaw stress in the preface of the play? The importance of phonetics of English exhorts the coming generation to use accurate English. The opening scene of the play is set at the portico of St. Paul's Church, Covent Garden at 11:15 p.m. Who did Freddy accidentally come into collision on his way to find a cab for his mother and sister? Eliza Doolittle. Who is Eliza Doolittle? A cockney-speaking Covent Garden flower girl. Who is the note-taker who noted down the cockney accent of the flower girl? Professor Henry Higgins, 40-year-old bachelor, a phonetician and the author of Higgins' Universal Alphabet. Higgins claims English is the language of Shakespeare, Milton and the Bible. Who is Colonel Pickering? A military gentleman and the author of spoken Sanskrit. Where was Higgins' laboratory set? 27A Wimpole Street. Who is Mrs Pearce? Professor Higgins' housekeeper. What is the purpose of Eliza's visit at Higgins' house? She wants to improve her speech for getting a job in a flower shop. What reason did Higgins give when he decided to take her for his experiment? What is life but a series of inspired follies? Never lose a chance. It doesn't come every day. I shall make a duchess of this draggle-tailed gutter snip. Draggle-tailed gutter snip is an expression which means an old dirty woman who lives in the street. Who is Alfred Doolittle? Eliza's father, a dustman, has little concern for his daughter. How much Alfred Doolittle demands from Higgins to let Eliza stay with Higgins? £5. What is the opinion of Mrs Higgins about the experiment of her son and Pickering? Infinitely stupid. She scolds them for playing with a live doll. How does Higgins defend himself against his mother's blame? By teaching Eliza, he wished to change her into a quite different human being by creating new speech for her. It's filling up the deepest gulf that separates class from class and soul from soul. Where did Eliza present as a duchess? At an embassy in London, she arrived in a Rolls-Royce car along with Pickering and Higgins. Who is Nepommuck? Higgins, best student of phonetics. Higgins and Pickering suspect Nepommuck will be a danger for Eliza's trial. Who claimed that Eliza might be a Hungarian princess? Nepommuck. Eliza surprised everyone with the gravity of her pronunciation. What made Mrs Higgins surprised? Higgins and Pickering became successful in presenting Eliza as a duchess at the ambassador's garden party. What is the response of Higgins towards Eliza? He avoided Eliza by giving the full credit to himself. Why Eliza became angry? Higgins' indifference made her angry and called him a selfish brute and said, "You picked me out of in the gutter? You thank God it's all over and that now you can throw me back again." To whom did Eliza oblige for learning good manners and courtesy? Colonel Pickering. When did Eliza feel self-respect for the first time? When Pickering called her Miss Doolittle. What is the difference between Higgins and Pickering according to Eliza? Professor Higgins always treats her as a flower girl, but Pickering always treats her as a lady. Eliza declares Higgins that she is going to teach phonetics. Who is Mrs Eynsford Hill? A lady of the upper middle class. Who is Clara? Daughter of Mrs Eynsford Hill. Eliza is going to marry Freddy, son of Mrs Eynsford Hill. Let's discuss the major themes of the play. First one is language, appearance and identity. Language and appearance are closely associated with a person's socio-economic background. The play explores how social identity is formed through one's language and appearance. And here Eliza used her changed language and appearance to deconstruct her identity and self-esteem. Class-gender conflict. The play powerfully explores the capacity of an individual to come out of the boundary created by class and gender. As a socialist, Bernard Shaw supports the working class, and in this play, he expresses his concern for the flower girl. And Eliza, the working class woman, liberates herself from the oppressive words of Higgins, a true representative of upper class superiority. Transformation. Eliza's transformation from a flower girl to a duchess demonstrates how social distinctions can be overcome through education. And here, education plays a key role to transform and emancipate a working class woman.
Hope you have noted down all the important questions in your notebook. If you found it helpful, do comment, like and share with your friends. I will be back with yet another video.